As of now, most of the roof surfaces are covered with tiles. The only exceptions are back of the house and the kitchen. I have no idea what back of the house looks like, so I'm going to leave that space unbuilt for now. I don't want to put any roof tiles onto walls that may change drastically later. The kitchen area will be done in the next video. I hadn't realized that the space wasn't tiled yet until I already rendered the scene. Rendering the scene is so time consuming at this point that I didn't want to re-render everything again. So tiling the roof surfaces seem really easy, but it's actually really time consuming. I also put the beams under the roofs, which I'm guessing is part of the roof trusses that hold up the roofs. The area that I worked on include the left side of the house. That include Dolores, Antonio, and Camilo's rooms. This area has two roofs, the big roof that connects with the main roof and another smaller roof underneath the main roof. The roof truss beams are pink. Luisa's room also got the roof tiles. The roof on this room is a little bit higher than the other rooms on this floor. Next, I worked on Pepa's room. This roof is a lot taller than it looks. I had to add a few more rows of roof tiles to cover up the roof surfaces. The roof truss is greenish blue. Next, I worked on Abuela's room. This roof is unbalanced because the right side of the building is cut off because Bruno's tower prevents the right side of the roof to spread out. The roof truss beams are pink for Abuela's tower. Underneath Abuela's room there is a second roof. The roof is located a little bit above Luisa's roof. This roof surface is very long. This roof is squashed in between Pepa's tower and Bruno's tower, so only the front side of the roof is visible, but there are still little roof surfaces on both sides of the tower. Finally, we covered up the two levels of roof surfaces on Bruno's tower. The roof truss beams are natural wooden colors. Adding the roof tiles raised the height of the tower slightly, so I had to readjust the roof decorations. The beams on the roof trusses have little decorative dents at the end, so they're not just the straight beams. They look interesting from the front view, but they make the roofs look a lot more interesting if you look above from below. The corners and creases on the roof surfaces are covered with cylindrical tiles. They are meant to cover up the joints between the tiles. The roof surfaces under the tiles are colored in dark gray. We will have to install more elaborate roof truss beams when we work on the interior of the house. But until then, just a dark gray area should fill up the space underneath the roof tiles just fine. Anyway, it took a lot of time because I wanted to rename all of the tiles. Copying and pasting the tiles were quick, but they are given automatically generated names. The names get very confusing if there are many objects in the scene, so I wanted to reorganize and rename the tiles into folders and names that are more easily recognizable. That way I know what to turn on and off when I have to render the final image. It feels like a lot more work now, but a good naming system can save a lot of headache later on. In the next video, we will finish the roof on the kitchen and then move on to the vegetation. I think I have some idea on how I want to do this, but I'm not an expert in Blender. There are probably better ways to do all of this, or maybe there isn't. 3D modeling is just as tedious and difficult as it looks. We will have to put a lawn on the front, create hills behind and fill them up with wax palm trees, and add lots of plants that cover up the house. probably we need to add some atmosphere, and hopefully that looks good enough for a story to take place.